The time when I really took a risk was, I'm gonna say financially. I'm gonna expose the numbers that I had in my account. I had about $25,000 in my account, right? I pretty much burnt all that $25,000 onto my YouTube channel. I work 2 9 to 5 jobs. Let me say this: I don't like working those 9 to 5 jobs. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Car Adventure Reg, and welcome back to another episode of Car Talks with Reg. Episode 3, Taking Risks and 9 to 5 Jobs. And I have a special guest with me today.
Man, what up, y'all? It's Kyle Jerome.
And, we're going to be talking about, like I said, taking risks and 9 to 5 jobs here on this Motivational Monday, Pound Motivational Monday. So let's get into it, man. So pretty much in this episode, we're going to be, like I keep on saying, we're talking about taking risks and 9 to 5 jobs. I'm going to be explaining you guys of what risks we took in, how did that impact our life, and also 9 to 5 jobs. Do I work a 9 to 5? Do he work a 9 to 5? We're going to let you know, and also how the way we feel about it. And just a disclaimer, we are not bashing 9 to 5. Anybody who work a 9 to 5, everybody does whatever they want to do. And if you love working your 9 to 5, then keep on doing it. We're just going to be explaining to you why we don't like it or why we do like it. Let's get ready and get into the video. So, explain the time when you took a risk.
Man, back in 2019, with the job you hooked me up with, man, you know, I was there for a little while, and it was good pay too. The pay was good, you know. Things were cool for me. It was okay, but you know, I just always knew, like, deep down, like, in me, that, like, I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. That was just me. So one day I called it up. I ended up quitting, man, and I've been hustling ever since, man. Yeah, that's the biggest risk I've ever took.
And how would you say that affected, like, your life, like, with that risk? Like, how did that really impact you? Like, was it good that you quit, or, like, was it, like, bad?
It was actually really good, really good. But at the beginning, though, it was bad, though, you know, and that's the risk, you know what I mean? When I first quit, I barely had any money, you know. I had to borrow money from people, I had to borrow money from my parents, all kind of crazy stuff, you know what I mean, man? But, you know, you gotta keep hustling, because I was trying to make a clothing line. I tried to start a maid business.
I remember that too.
I remember I picked up a couple of hustles, you know what I mean? And I made a little bit of money from all of them, but it was like nothing to, like, sustain me, you know what I mean? And then you know, I picked up crypto, and then I've been on the crypto ever since, and it's been going crazy.
Going crazy for you. So then we're going to talk about the time where I took a risk. So the time where I really took a risk was, I'm going to say financially. Because for me was, all right, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, right? So back in, like, I kind of said this in the first episode. If y'all watched the first episode, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to do something. I knew I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather work for myself, pretty much. So the first business that I was going to start was my car dealership. And I ain't going to lie, I'm going to expose the numbers that I had in my account. I had about $25,000 in my account, right?
Damn.
But that was for me to do my car business, because, you know, I had to get the licensing and, you know, get a couple of cars and, you know, get the lot and all the other stuff, right?
Yeah.
So necessarily YouTube really wasn't in the plan, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I'm gonna start that. This is before I did YouTube. But then I said, something clicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, when my job called me out and stuff like that, something just clicked, and I just said, you know, I really want to do YouTube, because I've been wanting to do YouTube for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like I really wanted to do YouTube. So I said, I'm gonna do YouTube and I'm gonna do a car channel. So for me, I didn't want no basic car channel. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be all around and I wanted to do different things. So let me go to that risk. So that risk that I took was I pretty much burnt all that $25,000 onto my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You know, I rented cars, camera equipment. Like if I can't get the best equipment, I need the second best. Yeah, I need the second best for pretty much. So I said, all right, you know, I got the 4K cameras. I got 3 GoPros. I got a Sony. Then I had rented out the Porsche, the Vet, the Scat, the Hellcat, the GTR, plus modding this car, buying the other G35. Like so much. And let's just say this, that obviously I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm just starting out, and the risk that I took is I necessarily don't know if I'm gonna gain my return back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I took a big financial leap, like a big leap of faith, and put everything on the line for my YouTube channel. And how the way that affected me today is that, you know, I have to work 2 jobs now. You know what I'm saying? Like before, when I was working my second job, it was like, oh, I just want extra money. But now it's like, nah, you better go to that second job, because if you don't, something getting took away.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's like my biggest risk, you know, that I'm in right now. But I say this though, like for me doing all that, I feel like it's like, all right, I feel like I kind of went overboard in the beginning. You know, you kind of learn from things. Yeah. And you start to retract some things. Like, okay, I could do this, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, for sure.
That's for sure was my biggest risk, and still is my risk, because it's still recurring. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? As of right now, you know, I'm only at 1,500 subscribers. I don't know how many subscribers I am when I post these videos, but right now I'm at 1,500 subscribers. I'm a small channel, and you know, I'm gonna just keep on grinding. But you know, I ain't really worried about the money part. I was really just trying to make good videos. That's really it. Like really make good videos, good entertaining videos. But that was the biggest risk that I took, and still is my risk. Yeah. Are you willing to take more risks even if you didn't do good with the first one? Like, are you willing to keep on taking risks? Like, are you a risk taker?
Oh yeah, that's if any of y'all that's watching, if you watch crypto markets or anything like that, it's risky. You know what I mean? It's extremely risky. So
kind of explain about that with crypto, because I know a lot of people want to get into crypto. So like, what do you mean like it's really risky? Like kind of explain to them, and to me, because I really don't know nothing about crypto, to be honest.
Man, like how can I explain it? Because it's the thing I can compare it to is like stocks. You know what I mean? But it's not stocks. It's how I view it is more volatile. Like it goes up and down like crazy. Like there's been times where I've invested in coins and it would go up and then I'd lose all my money. That's a risk in itself right there. You know what I mean? Like trying out different coins, you know, and it's already a risk that I for sure quit my job. You know, that's crazy. And I'm dipping in money that I'm not even supposed to be dipping in. You know, I could have really messed up. But with the crypto, I don't really know how to explain it. I'm not even gonna front. All I know is it's just currency, digital currency, and how I am. I'm a real technical kind of person. Like I'm a geek, bro. Like you know, I'll be on the computer all day. So if there's something I want to know, I'ma figure it out. You know what I mean? That's just the kind of person I am. But to explain crypto, it's just kind of like stocks, but then it's just currency, and it's different though. You know, as far as like price going up and down, but it has nothing to do with stocks though. But that's the closest thing I can say. It's like
all right. And then for me, like would I take risks, more risks? Hell yeah, I'm a big risk taker. I ain't gonna lie. Like I put it out, I still take risks. I'm not even gonna lie. Like still to this day, I'm taking risks. Like I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like when it comes to me financially, my back is against the wall and I'm getting choked up right now. I got so much fire underneath me. If I stop today, just know it's all bad.
No, the thing is though, for y'all watching, the thing is, if you're young, I feel like any age take risks, but especially if you're in your 20s.
Man, you just brought that up.
Yeah, especially in your 20s, take the risk. Listen to yourself, because I'm 28. I wish I would have been doing this stuff that I'm doing now even just 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Or when I was fresh out of high school.
Right.
I was afraid of taking risks. I was so afraid, and I was afraid of people, I guess, judging me. I guess because I'm going with what society's telling me. It's like go to work and do all that, and I wasn't really thinking too much outside the box. Because I was producing real heavy, so that was my main thing.
Yeah, he used to be a producer too.
Yeah, so I was a heavy producer, and I was going crazy with that, but it unfortunately didn't work out.
Right.
But
fun fact, he produced the intro beat too.
That's me, y'all. But yeah, you got to take risks if you want to succeed, because if you look around, you got to look around. Like, you can look at everything in your house, you can look at everything that's outside in the world. You can look at the streets, this car, the camera, YouTube. All these people that made all this stuff took risks.
You have to.
They took the risk. They had an idea that if they would have went with society, there wouldn't be no YouTube. If they would have went with society, there wouldn't be these cars. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. So it's just like, you got to take that risk, especially if you're young. If you're in your 20s, y'all, take that risk. 30s too. You know what I mean? Take that risk.
And this is how I feel about risk too, since we talking about that. Like, my whole thing is like this. Look, I ain't got no kids, right? I ain't got, I'm just responsible for myself. So if anything ever happened to happen, then okay, cool. I just took an L, bro.
Exactly.
It don't affect nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It just affects me. If I have kids and stuff like that, then it'll be kind of different, because then you got to look out for them. Like, I can't really take as much risk as I take now. You know what I'm saying? Because I have someone else to look after. You know what I'm saying? But
that's no joke.
if you don't have no kids, man, if you're young, especially 18, fresh out of high school, take those risks. It's really not gonna impact you at all.
It's not.
Bro, you're just now starting your life, and the way I feel like, if I take these risks, I just keep on taking these risks, I know something is gonna work out for me, and which it did. I'm not gonna lie. And sometimes I have to humble myself sometimes, because you feel like something's not really working out, but then you don't see those little small things that could be big things, or that is big. You know what I'm saying? Bro, literally in 2020, right? I had 126 subscribers at the end of December.
Man.
In December of 2021, I have over 1,500 subscribers.
Yeah, you did a smooth little, that's above 10 times, you
Bro,
know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So it's bro, it's the risk that I took and obviously worked out. You wish that, okay, it may work out a little better, but you just never know, because that's just how life is. Life come at you fast, man. And I feel like if you're trying to do something, especially if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, you have to take those risks. Don't listen to, don't listen to what nobody else say about, oh, that's stupid, this is not, that's dumb, because I ain't gonna lie, I used to think that, you know what I'm saying, for myself. People be like, oh, you about to start that? Oh no, that's dumb. Don't do it. And then I'd be kind of scared to take that risk and be like, oh, well, it could impact my credit score, or it could do this, or I could be doing it. Nah, man, forget that, man. Go for it. If you believe in yourself, then go ahead and go do it, man, because I ain't gonna lie, ain't nobody else gonna believe in you how the way you believe in you first.
Facts.
So you have to believe in yourself, and when you do take those risks, just work 10 times hard. Like for me, for instance, I know that if I stop working how the way I'm working right now, then I have a chance that I might lose everything. But that's what keeps me going, because I know that I have to keep on going. I have to keep on going. That's why I kind of putting fire under my wood. So. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just I kind of got off topic a little bit, but y'all continue to take those risks. I guarantee you, sometimes you may take L's, but at the end of the day, you learn from those L's. You always learn from your L's, and then you keep on, learning as you go. And then you're going to get some dubs too. So for sure. So I say go ahead and take those risks for sure.
Yeah, and remember, them L's, you're supposed to take L's. You're supposed to.
You're supposed to take L's. That's where your lessons come from.
Yeah, the L's aren't losses. You feel me? L's are lessons.
Yeah,
they're not losses. They're lessons. And you're supposed to keep going. There's hurdles. You gotta get over those hurdles. And there's no kind of person that's well off that didn't have any hurdles to get over. There's not one.
You think the Amazon owner Jeff Bezos didn't have no hurdles?
Oh yeah.
Or didn't take no risks? You think Apple, the creator of Apple, didn't take no risks?
Oh yeah.
He didn't have no hurdles?
Oh, yeah.
All these people literally in the same position as us. probably right, like kind of like in the beginning of entrepreneurship, it's
Mhm.
always hurdles and it's
Yeah.
always that adversity and it's always a whole bunch of risks that you have to take. But in the end game, it's so much more.
Yeah, you gotta
So,
get through it.
You just got to get through it. Whatever you believe in, if it's YouTube, or you want to be an actor, if you want to be a rapper, if you want to be a producer, you want to own your own dealership or whatever,
Yeah.
take those risks, do it, believe in yourself, and get it done. You can literally achieve anything you want in this world, and that's what I believe.
Yeah,
The
that's
only
true.
thing is that you just got to keep on going and being consistent. A lot of people don't realize about how big consistency is and how big of you believe in yourself is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that takes you a long way. So continue to take them risks, y'all. Continue to take them risks.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. So now we're gonna be talking about 9-to-5 jobs, and like I said in the beginning of the video, we are not bashing anyone who works a 9-to-5. If you work a 9-to-5 and you're happy and you love it, continue doing that. You know what I'm saying? Well, what we might say is it may seem like it's a bit harsh or whatever, but that's just how the way we feel. You know what I'm saying?
It's our opinion.
It's our opinion.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
all it
holds their own right to have their own opinion, pretty much.
Exactly.
So let's start off with the first question.
Okay.
Do you work a 9-to-5 job?
No, man. 2019 was my last job I worked, man.
So you've been pretty much
I've been
unemployed.
Yeah, I've been unemployed. Yeah, I'm not going with society. Yeah, you know.
I work 2 9-to-5 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this: I don't like working those 9-to-5 jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do not like working those 9-to-5 jobs. Honestly, it's days to where it's like, man, I just want to quit. But then you be like, I can't, because of course you got all these finances. You got rent. You know what I'm saying? You got PG&E, food, car bills, YouTube expenses, and all this other stuff. So I can't quit. But you know, you was fortunate enough to quit, and you know, look where your life kind of turned out to be right now. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like I ain't gonna expose nothing, but this man right here is chilling, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting, man.
I ain't gonna lie. This man right here is chilling, bro. So it's kind of dope to see that, because honestly, it's like knowing that, all right, you did take that risk to quit your 9-to-5 job, right? And to go back, about 3 years later, because we in 2022.
So it's about to be 4 years.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, bro, like, look where you was in the beginning. Like you said, you had to ask, for money. You had to do all this and do that. And now you just sitting back and you chilling. Like, that's crazy. And it shows you, like, kind of goes back in, like, the risk taking of, like, how risk can be a great reward in the end game. May not be, like, in the beginning, but in the end game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I work 2 9-to-5 jobs, and he doesn't work none. Explain why a 9-to-5 won't unlock your full potential. Like, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur. Now, let me just clarify this too. We're not bashing 9-to-5s. This is really like if you want to be an entrepreneur. So that's what we're really based off of. So why would a 9-to-5 unlock your potential? Like, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, why can't you do both, in your opinion? And I'll explain mine later.
I know you're saying, like, why can't you? But it's like, it is possible. You feel me? It's possible. You know, you're doing it. You know what I mean? But it's like, the thing is, it can take too much of your time. And sometimes, because even with me, I tried to start stuff when I was working. You know, I would kind of be too tired to do it sometimes, and sometimes I just wouldn't want to do it because I'd be tired, and I just go, oh, man. And then sometimes I'd get in my head like, I'm already making some money, you know, and knowing in my head, you know, if you really want to get it, you got to do the entrepreneur stuff. But then it would be that where I'm going like, well, I'm getting paid for my job though, you know, I'm paying my bills and stuff, and that's just not a good mindset to have, you know what I mean? But I'm like, you know, I feel like a 9-to-5 can just stop you from getting on your grind. It can stop your creativity for sure, because, you know, creativity can come at any time, because I'm a producer, for example, or I was a producer, but you know, I will be at work, and then, you know, a melody will pop in my head, and then sometimes how my brain works, it'll be a melody in my head, and then I'm going like, dang, I can't even lay it out, you know, I can't even lay it out, and then it's gone, and I forget it forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just, you know, you can get creativity at any time.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause I do the same thing. I be thinking about video ideas, and I'm like, fuck, what was that video idea that I had earlier?
Mhm.
Can't even think about it.
Yeah.
So for me, what I would say why it doesn't unlock your full potential, your 9 to 5, is because, for me, for instance, right, I work 13 hours a day, Monday through Thursday, and that's a lot of time taken away from me when it's time like to create videos or even like, you know, ideas. You know what I'm saying? Just anything when it comes to like YouTube, it takes a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? And all I have is Friday and Saturday, really, to make videos and to edit and all that other stuff. I can't even edit during the week. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing during the week. My focus is on that 9 to 5 job, and it's not really unlocking like my potential because I'm so focused in on working for somebody else and making their dream come true, and I'm not really making my dream come true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And let's just say this, for instance, too, like why I believe a 9 to 5 won't unlock your full potential is because let's say you want to be an entrepreneur, right? Let's say you working at Toys R Us, and you making $9 an hour. But you just applied, but you are working to be an entrepreneur, like literally working towards being an entrepreneur. And let's just say you land this government job making $35 an hour, right? You're gonna forget about the entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You're gonna be comfortable, and you're gonna max yourself out to $35 an hour instead of you just taking the steps to be an entrepreneur and not maxing out at all. Because when you're an entrepreneur, you don't max out at all. You don't know how much money you can make.
It's up to you.
It's up to you how much money you want to make
It's up
and
to
how
you.
far you want to go in your career.
Yeah.
So a 9 to 5 can definitely hinder you when it comes to that, because a lot of people will get comfortable. They're just like, you know what, I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to just be here for the next 20, 30 years, you know, retire with a 401k and, you know, get Social Security, and whatever life take you is wherever it's going to take you. You know what I'm saying?
Society.
And let's talk about that society. Like, how come in high school we don't learn about entrepreneurship? Like, how come we don't learn about that? Because I have something I want to say.
Yeah. All high school is, I'm going to keep it real.
Keep it real. Keep it 100.
Yeah, this is all high school is. Just think about it. So we get up early in the morning. You feel me? 7, 8. I don't know. 7, 8. You know, you go in there. You're more than half the stuff you're learning isn't anything you're gonna take in real life. You know what I mean? But it's like a structure type thing. It's like a structured thing. You got to follow rules. You got to do what they say. You know, it's like, it's just like a job.
It is.
Yeah. So it's like, you know,
It's
you're
structured like a job.
Yeah. So you're already used to.
Your teachers is your bosses.
Exactly. So you're already kind of used to that format. So then when you get to a job, you're not really tripping. Oh, it's kind of like, you know, it's like school. Because how many times have you worked somewhere where it's like, man, these people, it's like high school here.
Bro,
How the people act.
The job that I'm working at right now, I feel like I'm at high school.
Every job I've worked.
Old people. I ain't
They be old.
Old people acting like they're like 13, 14.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Because people just feel like they're really entitled to. But like, for me, like, high school is like to really trap you into working a 9 to 5 job. They put in your head that you have to work for these people. That's why they keep on bringing college. Oh, go to college so you can get a good job.
Yeah.
Go to college so you get a good job. Not saying go to college so you can learn skills and take it off for yourself.
Exactly.
It's saying go to school so you can get a good job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're steady trapping you. They're like mind controlling you, saying, okay, I gotta get a job. I gotta get a job. I gotta go to school. I gotta go to school to go get a job.
Exactly.
If I don't go to school to go get a job, then I'm gonna be homeless.
I'm gonna be a failure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a failure. That's what they put into you. If you don't go to college, you're gonna be a failure. Man, a lot of people that's rich and successful right now ain't even been to college.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, some of them are high school dropouts.
Yeah, high school dropouts. Yeah.
That tells you how much the school, like what schooling is today, because they're not gonna teach you that. Because the main thing why they're not gonna teach you how to be entrepreneurs is because if they was, all right, let's just say this, if they're teaching us how to be entrepreneurs, how many people gonna work for those people?
No one.
Ain't nobody gonna work for nobody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a messed up economy, because in a way, people have to work for people to have the world go around.
Because not everybody has that entrepreneurial mindset. Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
to get a good job and go to college, get a super good job. That's okay. But that's what we're saying. That's just really what it is.
That's really what it is. I feel like it's society telling you that you have to and it's not even that they're giving you an option. They're telling you get a job and this and that. They don't in high school, the old days, they used to teach cooking classes. They used to have mechanic classes and stuff like that. More life stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because if we're in high school, right? We're getting ready to start this real world, especially senior year. They should be teaching these kids about credit, taxes,
for sure, taxes,
resumes. You know what I'm saying, and all this other stuff. They just teach them about history, math, and
fake history. Yeah, like that.
Bro, stuff that I don't know. It's really irrelevant, bro. Even when you get to college, you learning the same thing. How come I gotta take history in college? I've been taking history all my life. Come on, bro. I'm over here wasting money at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's oh man, it's crazy. I think it's really just up to you to if you want to tap into that entrepreneur mindset and then go for yourself. Because honestly, I want to go for myself. Obviously, you want to go for yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm picking me.
Yeah. All right, and now we're going to be talking about. We're going to be explaining the difference between a 9-to-5 career and a job. So I'll go first with this one. So pretty much, I feel like a 9-to-5 career is when you're nursing, you're a doctor, or let's say you work for Google or something like that. That's more like a career, and those are really, 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 really good jobs. But when it comes down to let's say a 9-to-5 job, working at Target, Red Lobster, McDonald's, janitor, you know what I'm saying, those kind of dead end jobs, those are the ones that's kind of bad. Everybody always had those bosses where they be man, I hate that boss, you know what I'm saying, I hate these people. And it's really from those jobs. It's not really the higher end jobs. Of course you have those problems. Every job has a problem, but you don't have problems in the low end jobs. Yeah,
oh yeah.
So what would you say about that?
Shoot, a 9-to-5 career. Well, what a 9-to-5 career is it's you can have a living. You know what I mean? You can make a living, and like you were saying, that's Google.
Have a good life.
Yeah, have a good life. You'll be good. Yeah. You don't really have to worry.
Yeah. Making $200,000-$300,000 a year.
And then a career is skill based. You feel me? You gotta have a skill to get to a career. And then a regular job, a 9-to-5 job, that's just anybody could get into a regular 9-to-5 job. That's why it doesn't pay as much. You know what I mean? You can get lucky. Sometimes you can get lucky, but it's just you working at a place for example, like Best Buy or something. You're a cashier at Best Buy. That's that's cool for when you're fresh out of high school. You just want to get experience working. You know what I mean?
Or if you need some money, if you're trying to fund your business or something like that. That's cool. But don't get trapped into it.
Yeah,
you know
don't get stagnant. And
don't want to be a cashier at Best Buy for 30 years.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to. Those kind of jobs are temporary. Those are temporary jobs. The goal should always to be to, and it's on you, But your goal, if you're trying to just stay into the workforce, you feel me? Get a job, save up some money. Maybe pay for some training for some kind of career you're trying to get into, or some kind of skill you're trying to learn. Pay for some little courses online or something like that. Because college isn't really required anymore nowadays. It's not really required. But if you want to save up and go to college, do that. You know what I mean? To get to a career, if that's what you think you need to do. But that's basically it.
All right, y'all. So now we're gonna explain, because obviously both of us. As you could figure, that we don't like working 9-to-5 jobs whatsoever.
Oh no!
I don't like working 9-to-5 jobs. I wouldn't mind having a 9-to-5 career,
exactly.
But I don't want a 9-to-5 job. So now, let's talk about it.
All right.
Why don't you like working a 9-to-5 job?
Man, I'm gonna be straightforward, man.
Hey, that's what we're here for. This is organic.
Yeah, organic. In my mind, this is my opinion. You know what I mean? This is just me, and this is the reason why I'm not working. You know what I mean? 9-to-5s in my mind is modern day slavery, bro. It's modern day. There's like, yeah, we need money for society. Yeah, I get it. But it's like, it's modern day slavery. You gotta listen to somebody. You don't listen to that person, you don't get paid. That's modern day slavery, bro. That's what it is. Straight up. That's what it is.
That's really what it is, though, too. Like, that's another thing that, well, I don't like working 9-to-5 jobs too, because I thought about that too. Like, so I'm gonna go in depth with it. Like, so for instance, like, if I don't do what you say, I get fired. And when I get fired, meaning I can't pay my bills, I may go homeless or whatever, right? If I don't do what you say, I get a write-up. I get suspended. If I don't come in on time, I get a write-up. If I'm sick, I might get a write-up, or I may lose my job.
Yeah, for being sick.
For being sick.
That's
so
crazy.
much rules and regulations what you have to do to work a job, and so many bosses that take their job a little bit too serious, because we all have those jobs where it's like, bro, like, this dude he doing way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
bro, you know, bro, it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying?
We've experienced that together.
Bro, seriously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We used to work at a job together before the one that you quit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we experienced that together, and a lot of people take their jobs way too serious, and that's something that and another thing is that I really don't want to work to make someone else's dreams come true when I can make my own dreams come true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that I have a lot more potential, and I have a lot more to give in the world for me to be trapped as a 9-to-5 worker for the rest of my life. And I ain't gonna lie, like, we gonna be real. I'm gonna be really real. That kind of scares me a little bit too, to work at a 9-to-5 job and be trapped for 30 plus years, waking up every day, every single day, not liking what you do. Like,
that's called a wasted life. You wasted your life,
bro. And then another thing, like, you have to request time off and stuff like that. Like, bro, like, I want to be able to take a vacation when I want to take a vacation. I want to be able to have time off when I want to have time off. Like, I don't want to be trapped just because this person's saying that I can't do it and stuff like that. Like, like, bro, like, it's like my whole life has just been wasted working a 9-to-5 job. And that's how the way I've been feeling, like, you know, working for the people, working for the man. Honestly, bro, it's like I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then another thing too is, like, a job that I work at too is, like, a lot of employees want to be bosses too. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go back to the high school part, like, where you got those high school grown people that, you know, going around snitching, telling on you. Oh, I'm gonna tell on you. Those type of people, like, bro, like, do you not know that, like, bro, if you tell on somebody, it's not gonna make your pay rate go up higher. You're not getting a promotion for it.
No.
You just kissing just to try to get a little overtime or whatever you trying to do. Like, bro, it's really not gonna work. Like, people like that, like, and that's the thing, like, I don't want to get involved with that, because I feel like, why are you doing all this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your motive behind it? Like, bro, we all here to make money and get up out of here, work 8 hours a day. I don't like being around people who's like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the worst.
It's just they just do too much, you know what I'm saying? Like, they feel like they own the company when they don't.
Oh, man.
So it's like, that's another reason why I don't working 9-to-5 jobs, is dealing with those people, because necessarily, like, if someone get at me out of pocket on the street, then you can handle that, you know, as men. But when you working a 9-to-5 job, you can't handle that.
They can talk to you any kind of way.
Exactly. And then it's a lot of politics too that go into 9-to-5 jobs. Like, if an employee is cool with the manager, you know, they'll try to the manager make you do all these little various tasks because you know they cool with that employee and stuff. You know, it's just real all drama based and stuff like that. So it's like it's real, high school.
High school, that's all it is.
It's high school, so it's like people want to feel like it's a popularity game. Like, bro, we're at a job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous. So it's like, that's the reason why I don't like working a 9-to-5 job. And, you know, I feel like I just have more to give to the world than me working at this job. You know what I'm saying? Or me working at these jobs. I feel like I could make my own imprint on the world to really, like, help people and stuff like that, because that's what I really want to do too. Like, when I get bigger and, you know, as a bigger entrepreneur, I really like helping people. There's a lot of stuff that I do off camera where, you know, I give a lot of homeless people money, or I'll give them, like, you know, blankets and stuff like that. If it's cold, buy them clothes or whatever. It's a lot of stuff I do off camera And I just want to be like that. I want to be able to be in a position to where I can help people and make a big difference on the world. I'm not saying that I'm going to change the world, but I could be the first one to try to change it, and then people, you know, kind of follow after that. I want to do stuff like that. You know, I want to be able to provide for my family. I want to be able to have generational wealth. I want to be able to do a whole lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I want to set my kids up to live a great life. I want to be able to be like, you know what, hey Kyle, what you doing today? Hey, I'm about to go cop a Ferrari. You trying to come with me? Yeah, you like, oh yeah, bro, I'm about to cop a yellow one.
Yeah, I'm there. Let's go.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do stuff like that. Like, I don't want to be like a when you get off work, oh, they won't let me off work until 8. Dang, bro. So you can't even hang? Nah, I can't hang because I gotta go to work. I'm not trying to be like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, I'd rather go in the entrepreneur route. I want to keep on doing my YouTube and of course other things off of YouTube, but I really just want to help people, and I want to help the people around me, and of course help myself. But that's what I really want to do. Really want to be like, kind of like make that strong, how should I say it?
Like foundation.
Yes, that strong foundation. All right, y'all. So for the last thing that I'm gonna ask is, do you feel like we're trapped? Well, do you feel like you're trapped working a 9-to-5 job because of previous generations like telling you like, yeah, you have to, you know, get a job and stuff like that? Do you feel like you're trapped to do that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because previous generations, all they was raised to know was to work. You know, they didn't see all these possibilities that we see nowadays.
Was the internet?
Yeah, no, there's no internet. So
Yellow Pages.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, that's just to call a company up. You know what I mean? But they didn't see all these opportunities that we get to see nowadays. So all they know, and the only other opportunity that they were able to see is to go to college. Because back then, you know,
that was a big thing.
That was a big thing. But also the economy and the job market and everything was completely different. Back in the 70s and 60s, or maybe the 80s, I don't know, but I know for sure the 70s and 60s from what like my dad be saying and stuff. He be saying, you know, you can get a job, a regular warehouse job, and get a car, pay for a house, pay for a mortgage, and then live, you know what I mean, with a regular little Save Mart job. So it's like, of course, that's all they know, and they were our age, you know what I mean, back then. You know, so for sure.
Of course, they're gonna tell their kids to do it. And I feel like though too, like another thing though too, because I agree with everything that you said. I feel like it goes back to the risk taking too, because when your parents hear something about you got to take a risk, they're not for that, because a 9-to-5 job is like literally no risk, and it's so easy to do. It's the easiest money that you can make, and there's no risk involved. It's just straightforward.
Straightforward, straight comfort.
So it's like they don't want you to take a risk because they never took a risk, you know what I'm saying? Because all right, your parents is 9-to-5 workers, so obviously, you know, they not entrepreneurs, so they wouldn't think like an entrepreneur, and I don't fault them for that. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that I would say though, to the parents out there that's telling your kids to do a 9-to-5 job, if they're telling you that they want to start a business, please support them. Because I feel like, especially like within a black household, it's no support. Like when it comes to like you saying I want to start your business, like when I say I want to start my YouTube, I got a whole bunch of backlash behind that, and still getting backlash behind it still to this day. Like, well, you better not do this and this and that, because, you know, medical bills and all this other stuff. But a lot of people don't know that when you are making the money, then all that medical bills, you could pay for that. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like medical coverage or whatever, like benefits and stuff. So I feel like with the previous generations, I feel like they have to kind of get in tune with the new world now, because like you said, the job market has like shifted. Like it's a lot, like it's a lot of like you becoming your own entrepreneur nowadays. Like even like doing DoorDash and Uber and stuff, it's like you're like your own boss pretty much, because you work when you want to work and stuff like that. So it's like you kind of controlling things. So
that's cool.
And like crypto, you got crypto now, you got NFTs, you got YouTube, you got a whole bunch of other stuff too. Internet, you know what I'm saying? Anything off the internet.
It's so many avenues nowadays. And the previous generation, they just can't understand it, because they don't know it. They just never, they didn't grow up with it. We grew up with the internet. Our generation grew up with the internet. That's just what it was. They didn't even use the word internet in their day, you know what I mean? And just, you know, being an entrepreneur back then wasn't like a big thing. It's such a big thing now, like, you know, you were saying, because the job market is so different.
I feel like our generation kind of shifted. Like, we kind of already know, like, the BS when it comes to, like, working 9 to 5 jobs. Like, bro, like, I'm not finna be sitting here slaving 8 hours a day when I could do my own thing.
That's why if you check headlines and look at the news and look around,
the Great Resignation.
Yeah, and everybody,
whatever.
Everybody is quitting.
Everybody is quitting right now. It's a lot of jobs that's hiring right now because they're actually saying, bro, we're about to raise up the wages and stuff like that because people are quitting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people are not finna be getting treated how the way they've been getting treated when they could just, you know, do something they own. Like, it's a lot of hustles. Like, you know how to do hair. You want to be a barber. You want to be a rapper. Like, it's a lot of rappers out now.
Oh, yeah.
Too many
rappers. I was about to say too many rappers now.
You want to be an actor. Like, you could do pretty much anything. You want to do YouTube. Like, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Like, you don't have to just sit there and be like, oh, I'm finna work this job or I'm finna go to school for like 10 years, go do something. May not even do it. So it's like I don't know. Like, for me, I just feel like the previous generations just kind of just need to chill and kind of need to do their research about everything that's going on, because you could be leading your kid in the wrong path, especially like if your kids say they want to start a business at 18 years old, support them.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Don't tell them,
please.
Like
it's not real.
Their dreams.
It's not real. That's
how you think you gonna make $1 million when, like, bro, like, how you think Tyler Perry made $1 billion?
I know.
Like, he's the same position as I am right now, or you in right now. Like, we all had to go to these little hurdles, like I was saying earlier. But like, please, like, your parents, if you're watching right now, like, do not take away your kids' dreams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do.
Let them dream, man. I feel like that's what it's really about. Let them dream.
For sure. Yeah, it's best for the parents. It's best to get involved and do research on whatever you know your kids trying to do. You know, just support, like you were saying. You gotta support, because with me, like when I quit my job, like, of course, yeah, like, I was on unemployment. I'm gonna keep it real. I was on unemployment, and then I was getting a little bit of help from my dad. You know what I mean? But he would always tell me, oh yeah, you know, all the hustles I was doing, oh yeah, it's not gonna work. You know, it's not gonna work. You gotta get a job. Unemployment's not gonna last forever. So I'm going like, I know. You think I don't know that? I know unemployment's not gonna last forever. I'm trying out different things, trying to figure out, but he never supported anything I was trying to do. I'm gonna keep it real. He wasn't trying to support anything. And then with the crypto, because I just got into the crypto stuff last year, September, you know what I mean? And when I first got into it, and then I would gain a little bit of money and stuff, I would tell my dad, like, you feel me? Like, oh yeah, you know, I'm up a little bit of money, you know. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, you still gonna have to get a job, you know. That's not real. My brother used to tell me, you know, my mom would say it to me, you gonna have to get a job, you gotta get a job, you're gonna have to get a job, you can't just rely on that. A whole year later, things are flipped now. And now, how crazy it is. And another thing, when you're chasing your dream, nobody, if they're a real one, they'll be by your side, but usually no one's gonna be by your side, and they're gonna tell you what they think you should do. You know what I mean? They're gonna tell you what they think you should do, but then once you get traction, once something starts working, once you start getting some money, then they're gonna say, oh, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? Can you show me how to do it? And then the kind of person I am, I like to spread knowledge. You know what I mean? If I'm on something, I figure something out, I'll give the game out, you know what I mean, to people I love. I'll give the game out to anybody, because there's enough money for everybody out here, you know. So how I am, I try to spread the knowledge. So when I was first starting this crypto stuff, I used to spread the knowledge to my friends, my family. I was going like, bro, there's so much money to be made, but I wasn't showing them that I was making a whole bunch of money. I made a few $100 and stuff, but I was going like, bro, you got to be able to see the potential in things. You can't look at it further now. You got to look at the potential. You got to look at what's possible with whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? You cannot look at the now, because if you're just steady looking at the now, you're gonna quit. You're gonna quit, because it's like, if I would have looked at the now when I was doing crypto last year, and I was just being mad, I would have quit. I wouldn't have been in this position. I've been doing it for a year straight in this, bro. And this is only the beginning. But the same people that won't be by your side, that are telling you, you need to get a job, you need to do this, you need to go to college, you need to do that, once you start getting it and everything starts catching traction, they're gonna say, oh, I was your #1 fan, or I was there for you, oh yeah, can you teach me how to do it? They're gonna want to be your friend now because they see it's working. And then you could, like I said, you could have told them it was gonna work already. Just give me some time. And nothing's instant. You know, nothing is instant. All the stuff takes time. Being an entrepreneur takes time.
They say to have a successful business or anything that you do in entrepreneurship take 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it takes time and a lot of consistency and dedication for you to want to achieve anything when it comes to being an entrepreneur. So like you said, bro, just stick with it. Like a lot of people gonna tell you like, oh, you can't do this. Like, trust me, bro. Like when I first started YouTube, bro, like a lot of people say, what do you think? Why are you buying all those cars for? All this stuff, like why are you spending all this money when you know you don't even have no subscribers and stuff like that? I said, bro, I know I'm gonna have 1 million subscribers one day.
Yeah,
so all that, everything what you're saying right now is gonna be irrelevant.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere. Come on now.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere. And then like when you're doing anything, like, cause I ain't gonna lie, y'all, YouTube is a business. So when you're doing any type of business, you have to invest money. Like I don't care what nobody say. Like nobody's not finna sit here and watch me talk all day about Infinity. I have to do other things too. So you have to invest in yourself. So but yeah, that goes back. Yeah, excuse me. That goes back on what he was saying. Like a lot of people was telling me like I ain't finna do this, I ain't finna have this, I ain't finna do this, I ain't finna do that. And then like you say, a year later, things has changed. Now I still get those people those little naysayers, but a lot of people are starting to turn over the fence because they're like, oh, he's up to something now. Like, bro, like I've been trying to tell you, but it's like, you know, don't come out now when everything is all good and golden, because I'm gonna remember everybody who supported me, everybody who shared my posts, everybody who was in a video with me, everybody who was supporting me from the beginning. I'm gonna always remember. Everybody who had those little wishy-washy feelings or whatever, you're gone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So stay where you at, brother, because I guarantee you that I will and I am gonna be one of the biggest YouTubers, like I said in that intro video.
That's a given. I know that for sure. Shoot, yeah, man, it's crazy stuff, man. Hey, thank you for having me on this episode. You know, it was cool. Brother. You my boy. I got you. You know what I mean? And it was good to talk to y'all. You know what I mean? I hope y'all took some good knowledge. You know what I mean, from this conversation.
Another long episode, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. For sure. Like I keep on saying, motivational Mondays, man. Pound motivational Mondays. That's what we doing. We giving out motivation to regular people, and I feel like this is dope. Like, you know, Car Toss Red is dope because it's like we're really like regular people. You know what I'm saying? And we do regular stuff, and this is coming from a regular lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So it's cool information, cool knowledge, and especially for all my younger viewers. You know, I would always say, go out there and start your business, entrepreneurship, whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it, man. Don't let nobody else tell you that you can't do anything, because you can do it. You know, it's all up to you, though. It's all up to you. And be consistent at it. Be dedicated at it, and have some discipline. And you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. It's just like with like losing weight. If I was to start to try to lose weight right now, I'm not gonna see no progress in a week. No, it's gonna take months for me to see that. You feel me? That progress. So just think about it like that. Just think about that analogy. Like, it's gonna take months. It's gonna take years. And just know that sometimes a snap of a finger, things can blow up like that. I'm not even gonna lie. But that's not for everybody. But for you, for me, gotta keep on working. So if you want to start YouTube, go ahead and pick up the camera and start YouTube. Do what you gotta do, man, because I guarantee you, man, whatever you want to do and whatever you really want to do is gonna happen. It just takes time. And you know, you only fail when you give up.
Exactly. So, that's it. Yeah, that's
so
it. So
yeah, y'all. So but yeah, this is gonna be the end of this episode. Like I said before in the beginning, we are not bashing 9-to-5 jobs. I hope that when you guys are watching, we're not bashing 9-to-5 jobs. We're not bashing nobody who works a 9-to-5 job. We're just telling y'all our opinions on us working a 9-to-5 job and why we don't like it. And then for people who can relate, they can relate. And then for people who don't, then I guess they don't. But we're not bashing it, so don't think that we're bashing it because I work 2 9-to-5 jobs. So why would I be bashing it? And plus, my parents been working a 9-to-5 jobs. My grandparents working a 9-to-5 job. So I'm not gonna sit there and bash them. So come on now. So I just want to get that out because, you know, you got those keyboard warriors out there that want to go ahead and blah 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 this and that. So but yeah, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode for real. This is episode 3, taking risks and 9 to 5 jobs. I got 3 more left, man. 3 more left. So it's gonna be the end, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up.